Imagine a life where you feel absolutely in control. You feel calm, even when things around you are going crazy or feel chaotic. We can all get caught up in the noise of the world. When you're bombarded by stressors like that, when you feel caught up in everything and everyone's everything, it can be very draining. And when you feel drained, navigating life is just a lot more complicated. It doesn't have to be that way, though. And we all go through times like that, especially with things in the world. It's very noisy out there. If that is resonating with you, you want some more calm in your life, even when things are going crazy around you, you're in the right place. Today, I want to talk about how to use practical energy strategies, not just airy fairy stuff, but how do you actually make energy feel tangible so you can use it in your favor to transform any of that daily overwhelm, anything that you're feeling like that, into actually profound inner peace? I think that that is a life I can buy into. It's time to reclaim your calm. So let's dive into what these things are. Yes, I have notes because it's so amazing and I have so much to offer you on this. But let's just start with understanding what energy is. When I say having more energy, I'm not talking about so you have energy to go run a marathon. That might be how life feels. I don't know. I know life can feel that way on my end sometimes as well, but it's more than physical. Everything can influence your energy, from the thoughts that you're having, the energy around you, again, people around you, your environment, what you're looking at, what you're absorbing, what you're taking in, what you're scrolling could be influencing your energy. It's also spiritual. You may be having spiritual shifts in your belief system, picking up on, again, spiritual energy around you. There are a lot of different things that can influence energy, but it doesn't mean that you have to live feeling out of control. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's an amazing thing to be able to work with emotions or energy in motion, your thoughts, from the thoughts you're having to the thoughts you want to be having, being in charge in your mind, and also, of course, the physical and the spiritual. So we have a lot of things that we can use to make energy more tangible and transform it in a way that serves you, instead of you just feeling depleted all the time because of everything going on around you. So let's do this. Let's just do a simple, quick assessment. Let's do a little energy audit of your current daily drains or boosters. So, what currently for you, just taking a step, pretend you're over here with me and we're just looking at your life for, let's just do the last week or last couple weeks. What are you noticing? What's popping in that's feeling heavy, feeling draining? What is feeling blah? When you think about it, when you observe it in your life and how your daily life has been, what is jumping out at you that is feeling heavy, a downer? You don't like it, it's not working for you. Those are your drainers. When you, though, also take the step back and look at over the last few weeks, what's giving you the rush? What gives you a boost? What are you looking at, or who are you spending time with? This could also be a who, not just a what. Who are you spending time with that gives you a lift, or is on the wah wah when it comes to energy? This is what we want to start to assess. What is draining? What is boosting? What do you want more of? You want the boosters, and we want to get rid of those things or people who are draining when you're spending time with them, because that is creating for you extra energy work that you have to do just to navigate your everyday life. Now, let alone should you have big, amazing dreams. Yes, I hope you do. But should you have big, amazing dreams that you want to pursue, that extra energy work is taking away from your hitting the mark on your big dreams. And that is I don't like that. That's what I want to help you to change. And yes, it's all changeable, but it starts with doing just that simple energy assessment. Not once in a while, not just on New Year's when you're setting your goals for the new year. I'm talking every day. What's working? What's not working? What's working for me? What's not working for me? That's where you start to take the reins back and you really get in charge of what you want and what you don't want for your life. Now, here's the win. Okay, ready? You all ready? Just doing that is a win. Here's why. Even if you assessed, even if now hang with me, because if you're like, oh, I have more drains than I had boosters, it's okay. I promise. Here's why. This is why it's a win. That's like a major step. How do you know what to change if you don't know what to change? How are you going to even create the plan to live the way you want to live if you don't know what exactly is getting in the way? What's draining your energy? What's taking away from your potential? Your potential is limitless, but if your energy, your life, your world, your mind, your body, your soul, if it's all just bogged down with all the stuff that's not working, then getting what you want is going to feel more challenging, but it doesn't have to, because the quick win is identifying what's not working. The negatives are actually a win because that's where you can begin. Now, of course, the positives are a win. That's automatic. Isn't that automatic? When things are working, when we like what's happening, it's just we're in the zone, things are going right, everything seems to be clicking into place. You're like, I am rocking my life. I love it. This is so great. When things are not, everything feels hard. Why isn't this working? Everything I want is not coming together. Why does everyone else seem to, I can't seem to get there? What's going on? That's what we want to focus on, because the faster you can change those things, as in, boop, they're out, get rid of them, the faster you're going to feel a rush. The more you're going to create space, time, and energy for what you do want. And that is a rush. No, that's a rush. When you start eliminating, saying, nope, boop, bye-bye, bye-bye, to all the things that are not working and the negative things that you've been tolerating, talk about liberating. It is absolutely a rush. So when you pinpoint the stuff that you don't like, you are suddenly in charge. Now, of course, it doesn't stop there. Just pointing out, I don't like this, I don't like that, that's really bugging me, that's been draining me. And don't worry about how many things you came up with. Even if you had more drainers than you had boosters, that's okay too, because now you have a lot to work with. If you said, everything in my world is so the way I want it, I love it, I'm so happy, except I don't have any energy. That would be weird. How would that be happening? So let's look at, and yes, you can actually love a lot about your life. And there can be sneaky little culprits in there that are draining your energy. That's what I work with my clients a lot of times. They're very grateful people. They have a lot of gratitude for a lot of things. They have a lot of passion. They have a lot of big ideas. They're very creative. But there are sneaky culprits that are draining their energy, and that's where we laser in. We fire the laser. We laser in to change that and make it fun. Yes, I like to make what we do fun here, so it doesn't all feel like, oh, I do this shadow work and it's so boring. No, we want to have fun here. So when you pinpoint what is not working for you, and you create the plan to change it, and implement the plan to change it. You start taking action. This is our next step now. Okay, now I've assessed. I've taken the audit. I've identified what's not working and what is working. I've pinpointed what needs to change. Now I have to take some action, right? It's not going to happen on its own. Although once you set your intention that, things are changing, thank you very much, it is amazing how the universe also slides in to do the little tag team back again. I'm going to help you. This is what we're doing. And you go, oh my gosh, poof, it's gone. That can happen too. It's really crazy how energy can work in your favor. That is why I love it so damn much. All right. So when we take action, what does that look like? That means those boosters, we want to add more boosters. And I want to be really clear. It's not always, let's talk about what could be a drainer that seems like a positive. So for example, if you have I need to meditate. I really need to meditate. I know I need to meditate. And when you try to meditate, you feel more drained and anxious than when you started. That's actually a drainer for this particular moment at this point in time. You can do it at another time. It doesn't mean meditation is bad for you or you can't do it. But for whatever the reason, it's not one of your boosters right now. It could also be that something other people say is really negative, like, oh, you shouldn't watch so many TV shows, you shouldn't watch Netflix, you shouldn't watch movies, you shouldn't do that. But for you, maybe you have a favorite show, and when you watch it, you feel really amazing. It makes you laugh, it makes you giggle. I have shows like that. There are shows I turn back to all the time, like Friends or The Office. When I watch them, I laugh, I giggle. It might make me nostalgic, but I feel good when I'm watching it. I'm not watching it to escape. Different story, different video at some time, but I'm watching it and I feel lifted. I feel good. I feel connected to something. There's something about it. See, that's a booster. So it's not always the activity. We're looking at the energy, right? So now when you're creating your plan, you're going to add more of the things that are boosting your energy. And yeah, we're going to eliminate all the crud that maybe you've been tolerating, the things maybe you've been ignoring, or that you just realized today, poop, that needs to change. I thought I was digging it. I'm not really digging it anymore. That's where you start to create this plan. And this is, like I said, this is an all the time thing, assessing, addressing, assessing, addressing, assessing, addressing. That is where your magic and your power start to come in. And that is where you can easily get started right here, right now, today. You've already had some wins just by watching this video and pinpointing what is and what is not working for you. And you, my friend, are in full charge. You are in full charge of changing whatever you don't like, that is not serving you. You are in charge of that. I think that's so amazing because that opens all of the portals for all of your potential. It makes life a lot more inviting and exciting. I think that is what I think. I think life should be exciting and inviting. And when you create your plan, by the way, make sure that feels exciting and inviting, not, oh, I have to, I need to. Start with the things that feel, yes, I can get rid of that. Yes, this feels amazing. Yes, I'm going to do more of this. Give yourself the permission. You're in charge. Life will transform, it will change, and your energy will thank you. That is what I have to share with you today. I'll see you back in the next video soon. Bye for now.